Okay, some tips for better glass cutting. I'm going to use a Silberschnitz glass cutter. Remember, that screw always faces up, whether you're pushing or pulling. It's very important. I explain if you are pushing the cutter and go off the end, you're going to chip your glass because of this wide area of the cutter. It's better to push like that, come off without hitting the glass. So remember, the screw always faces up. There's a big question on how much pressure to put down on the glass when you score it. When you depress this head, that's roughly about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of pressure. And I'll prove it. Okay. Down. Let's tear the cutter. I'm going to get it really accurate. I'm going to tear the cutter. And you push it down. "10 ounces. Not even 1 pound. Definitely not 8 pounds. You push down 8 pounds. I'm going to break the scale. Definitely don't want to cut with that amount of pressure. Up to 6 pounds. I'm pushing down really hard. So the point is, the head depresses in 1 pound. I'll give you the pound. Less than 1 pound. Okay? So let's score our glass. I'm going to cut a strip here. Now I was pushing down about 5 pounds to cut that strip. Not 8, not 4, not 3, roughly 5 pounds. I know it's 5 pounds because I've cut a lot of glass and I have a scale. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tear this. Okay. Now, I don't have room to start here. You know what? Let me shorten this piece so it fits on the scale. I'll do that. This way you don't have issues. Put that on there. I'm going to tear it. It's zeroed out. We're going to tear the new cutter too. So basically, what we're going to see is the pressure. Nothing more, nothing less. To cut this glass, I'm pushing down around 5 pounds, which is kind of hard. Now, if I'm going to push down to 8 pounds, that's way too hard. And I'll show you. It's way too hard. It's already gouging the glass. It's causing issues. So it clearly pushing in the head, being it's about 1 pound, it's not 8 pounds. Okay, let's get that straight. When you cut glass, everything's still teared, so I got it down to 4-5 pounds or so. And I'm doing the push cutting to demonstrate. It's roughly about 5 pounds. I'm going to leave everything here. Remember, everything's teared. I have a bad score here, but I'm going to go ahead and go around 6 pounds. See that? That's still a little aggressive. So I would say for the Silverschnitt cutter, which the head that does the press, it's about 5 pounds. And without the scale, I already know what 5 pounds feels like. I can cut with 5 pounds. Like I said, I cut a lot of glass. I know what 2 pounds is. I know what 6 pounds. I definitely know what 8 pounds is. And I'll do 8 pounds again. It's about right there. It's gouging into the glass. It's way too hard. I mean, it may still cut, but it's too much pressure. So, just wanted to clear that up. And again, when you use this cutter, 1 pound or less compresses the wheel, the head. Screw always faces up. And I'll show you why. You come off the glass, which that's a lot of people do. See, that glass went flying still, but I didn't chip it. I should have had it better, secured better. But I could do it like this. You go off the end. See, the cutter comes off the end without chipping the glass. You go like this. Go off the end. Hits the end of the glass. I can feel a little crack in there. Worst case scenario, you're trying to cut something that's really important to get done, and you crack the end from using the cutter incorrectly. With that screw facing down, you will have an issue. And there's nothing worse than ruining good cutting or success in cutting than to break your glass by using the cutter in the wrong way. So it's always to screw up. Less than 1 pound to compress the head. The proper pressure to cut glass is roughly 4.5 to 5.5, maybe up to 6. Never as high as 8. And compressing the head is not 8 pounds. It's probably it's 1 pound, and then you press it down. You're pressing about 4 to 5 pounds to cut. Just wanted to clear that up. So remember, get your own scale. Test how I did. Tear everything. Tear the glass. Tear your cutter. And score on a piece of glass you're comfortable with scoring. And you'll see the pressure is going to be about 5 pounds. And again, to compress that head is not 8 pounds. It's less than 1 pound. Okay? And if you use a Silverschnitt, make sure that screw is facing up. Very important. All right, with that, I'm signing off. If you would, hit the join button. Become a channel member. The perks are amazing. You won't regret it. I take care of my members. Just gave away a nice signed copy of my teardrop book. I gave away a cutter combo about 2 weeks ago. And I think my next giveaway is going to be a hummingbird cutter. Everybody loves these little cutters. So become a member today. And it's only $2.99. You get amazing perks with my free pattern downloads. You get huge discounts off my patterns I sell on my cloud server. And best of all, you support my channel. I am the no-nonsense glass guy. You can call me that. Everything I do and say is backed up with factual proof demonstrating and scales. Take care and have a nice day.